I wish I knew about KMI several years ago. I was an avid runner, and as an avid runner, I put a lot of wear and tear on my body, ran several marathons. And through that process, I ended up creating some problems for my back. So I went to a neurosurgeon who found that I had a compressed disc in my back on my L5-S1 level. And then as a result of that, I was having some pain, and he basically told me if I could kind of wait things out and just see when I needed to have back surgery. He said I'd know when I would have to, when that time would come. And so during that time, I tried to manage the pain and went to a pain management doctor and actually had some steroid shots on my back to kind of limit the inflammation. But after a period of time, it got bad enough where I actually had to have back surgery. And so at the back surgery, I actually have an artificial disc in my back, and it was quite an extensive operation. And now that I have an artificial disc in my back, it kind of limits what I do. But after the surgery, then I had to then go into physical therapy. And so after the physical therapy, things were going fairly well, but I still had some nagging pain, like in my back or my hip, that just didn't seem to go away. And so after I went to go see the doctor, the neurosurgeon that did the surgery, he said, well, that might be something that I might have to live with because that's just the way, surgeries go, back surgeries go. I wasn't really content with that answer, and so I tried to then, still had some pain, so I was still going to physical therapy. Then I also decided then to go back to the pain management doctor to see if they could give me some more steroid injections to try to limit the inflammation in my back. And that really didn't seem to help. So after that, I said, well, I'm going to try something else. I'm going to try to then use spinal decompression. So I went to a chiropractor and did some spinal decompression, and that really didn't seem to help either. So then after that, I said, okay, well, what's next? It seemed to me that as I was going through my back problems, I learned a little bit more about muscular type issues, and then went to massage therapy and learned a little bit about trigger point therapy, and that seemed to help out some of my situations. And then shortly around that time that I was starting to get into what we were doing with the trigger point, we had a presentation at work about KMI, and had Sheila Skipworth came in and did a little presentation for us about our core muscle groups and an understanding of how our core muscles then impact our posture and our back. And I said, there might be something to this, and I'm really going to give it a try. So that's what I did, is I actually went in, and like I say, I wish I would have known about KMI much earlier, because over the last several months, I've been seeing Sheila and had some extensive muscle problems that she's been able to help work through. And one of the things that I've learned then is that she's able to kind of get me to the point now where I feel like I'm able to stand up straighter, I have less pain, I'm more flexible than I was before, and actually to the point where I'm actually thinking about the fact that I might be able to start running again. If I can get my muscles to the point where they're loose enough and my body isn't fighting against itself, I'm really looking forward to then what might be, for me, at the first, when I was a couple years ago, I wasn't sure I really wanted to live to see 60. Now I'm kind of excited about the fact that I may kind of get my life back.